You guys used the ritual and some. Um, there was a little bit before it too. You guys had to did some prep to try to make it easier um, by going to the rally of this guy and causing a little bit of a scene. Let me get my notes actually open here. Um, like kind of Billy made like a distraction with a spell. It wasn't very effective at what he was intending to do, but it ended up helping create enough of a commotion that Shazra kind of used that as an opening to do some fancy footwork and spell work to get a little bit of hair um, for use in this ritual from Finis. So you guys got that and returned back in that night. Did the ritual and um, basically it was like a dinner party with all of his biggest like financial backers, um, and you guys were able to figure out from there um, which one of them was connected by Pedriarch. And actually, it turned out really that at least from what you gathered in the dream world, which isn't like 100% reliable, but is um, reliable enough that that Laszlo kind of was like that. That's probably it. He was explaining that like some stuff in the dream world is because it's like connected to the greater like dimension of dreams. It's connected to like everyone else's consciousness, so you can sometimes find stuff even if the person in the dream didn't know.
Mhm.
Um, and you guys end up having to like fight like kind of this like dream version of Pedriarch. Who was significantly weaker than the real Pedriarch because a lot of it was like kind of limited by um, within like some constraints of the person's dream that you're in. Um, there's like some elasticity where you can it's not entirely constrained by what the person knows because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get this information in the first place. Um, but you didn't have to see it wasn't he wasn't able to manifest within the dream at his full power. But yeah, you guys were able to deal with that and wake up without, suffering any madnesses or anything that would happen if um, were actually killed within the dream potentially. Um, and you found out that that this elf named Cacklin is the was who the financial backer that was like tied to Pedriarch, or most likely actually was just Pedriarch in disguise. So you guys know that he is somebody in the capital of Azir, and that's kind of like where Goncool and Laszlo are like, oh, I guess we're going there, but they're not sure exactly what they're going to do there yet. They obviously can't. Obviously, they think it's out of the question to being able to just go up and like confront Pedriarch in the capital, even if you find him up there. But
Mhm.
Mhm.
perhaps being able to find more about like his network in there and like what he's trying to do exactly because like it does seem kind of strange that there's a dragon trying to influence a local election in somewhere where he doesn't even live. like
Yep.
um so I think everybody's HP should be set
If we didn't
to
heal coming out of the dream at all, yeah.
you did heal. I actually, yeah, I adjusted yours. uh E-foot should have 7 damage, but everyone else, yeah, you guys should all have 7 damage basically from as backlash from doing the unless you guys have done something to heal it. But any of the damage from the combat didn't count basically. It's just 7
Hmm.
damage of backlash from doing the ritual. Um, Tactic doesn't have any of that damage because Tactic wasn't in the dream world, but um Although since Derek's not here, it probably won't matter anyway. Because if combat comes up, I'm not gonna NPC his character. So most likely, I was thinking about that actually
Rip
on a
tactic.
slight tangent. Uh, if I had to I should just make like a generic warrior NPC stat block and just be like, yeah, if you're not here, that's your stat block. Like
We
that's how
got
I'm gonna run.
Ekigro.
Yeah, kind of. I think that would be like the way if I needed to run someone in combat if I didn't want to actually run the character. Just be like,
uh,
just here's a generic NPC stat block that is gonna substitute as you.
I wish I could do that, but my players are always out in the middle of nowhere and I can't just sit one out. Well, Bob's just gonna sit next to this tree until you guys are done. Come back for him when you're done.
I mean, that's what I normally do.
I know. It just feels weird
That's what
sometimes.
Mantis does too, but Mantis is it's kind of funny because the campaign's a little I don't know, it's not as a lot of times not as serious. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, he just falls asleep or something. Like he's feeling sick,
Oh,
so
you just
he
leave
goes and
him there.
sleeps. He goes and sleeps in a tent for the whole session.
But
He
you
has
guys
an
are
upset
traveling
stomach.
like hundreds of miles away. He'll catch up, don't worry.
Yeah, that's that's pretty much what how it goes. It's actually pretty hilarious. But yeah, so next morning, Goncool and who said he was his leads were a dead end, so he's glad that your guys is kind of panned out more. Um, they're like he says, okay, I think we probably should leave sooner rather than later. Now that we got the information we were looking for, so um, he goes down there. Basically, he goes back down to kind of the lobby there to get checked out. And while you guys are getting checked out, um, the innkeeper uh, tells you it's probably well that you're leaving. Um, there were some of the Pure Legion were asking around about one of you, and he looks at Shazra as he says that. And he says, "I didn't tell them that you were staying here, but I also didn't tell them that you weren't. It's bad business. I don't know if you're connected to the Saren rights or anything, and it's none of my business. But just know that you should probably be careful and leave uh, directly before, in case they're still onto you."
Yes, yes, well, thank you, I suppose. Do you have any tips or helpful advice on how we can, you know, uh, leave without any, interruptions?
A
Um,
parade!
Maybe disguising your appearance in some way.
Oh, that's easy.
I mean, I could have figured that out. I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best advice is the simplest.
Yeah, I wish I could give you more advice than that, but um,
All right, all right. I appreciate the discretion. I pull out a gold piece, and Shazza just assumes that he's, asking for like I didn't like tell them, wink, wink, because that's how people would do it in Cheliax.
okay, yeah. He takes it, says thank you kindly, and says if they do catch you, just maybe don't mention that you were staying here.
And yes, I don't mention that we were never here.
Of course. And Yeah, he says if depending on
I
how this.
whisper to Sword to make sure you remember this person's face just in case.
Okay. Sword says sure, just in case we have to kill him. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he says, kind of mutters like, I might be following you out of here. I don't know how tenable running an inn for foreign, merchants and whatnot is going to be if Finis ends up winning and getting his way.
Hmm. He might not. We'll see.
Yeah,
Is
uncertain
there some
times we
kind of
live
like
in.
face wrap or something around here that I could grab?
Um, like just lying around, or do you
Yeah.
ask somebody for one? Your uncle would probably have. He has. He pulls out one of his many suitcases and
Yeah.
digs something out for you.
All right. I'll disguise myself as much as I can.
Okay. Gonkel will actually offer to cast a disguise other spell on you if you'd like.
Oh,
Doesn't.
sure. That'll
Ooh.
be that'll be fine.
He says it'll only last about an hour, and that if you interact with someone too closely, it can fail under scrutiny. But if we just don't draw any other additional, if we don't draw too much attention to ourselves, hopefully it'll be fine.
No promises there.
Right, this group does tend to stand out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Sure. I'll take the disguise, and then we'll head out.
Don't worry, we're leaving the rat and the bunny in the town, so it's fine.
No, they're following.
Oh shoot.
They've returned to being ordinary animals.
Yeah, they turn into like just
They
a
frolic out into
regular
the
rat and
field.
a regular bunny.
Yeah.
It's like a midsummer's waking dream or whatever. Midsummer's night's dream. Off they go.
No, it's like Toy Story. They're
Oh.
playing they're playing Unreal right now. Unalive.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything anybody wants to do in town, like before you
Sell the
leave or
hammer.
on the way out? You want to stop somewhere to sell the hammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We'll probably just go to that black market guy that we talked to.
Sure.
I don't know how much it'd turn in for or sell for.
Um, let me see. It might already have a value listed uh on the
Sheet.
item itself. Let me check though. Yep, I actually did. I updated the price accurately when I put the item
Nice.
in there. Um,
Wow.
so it'll sell for. I mean, I think if you put it into the loot sheet, into loot pile, in the
Mm-hmm.
actors tab, I think I can sell it from there. Oh, is loot pile even working? Loot pile might not be working.
Doesn't look like it. So let me
Rip
Yeah,
pull it up.
it looks like it's broken.
Oh no, not Mr. Loot Pile.
Uh, yeah, I think that module. Let me double check, see if I can. Maybe I need to activate it. I'm not gonna futz around with it too much.
It shows the value on the actual item when I
Loot
click on it in my
GMC for
sheet.
Pathfinder. Yeah, it's on there. It's just not working. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, but I was gonna say if we put it on there, I could hit the sell button and then just divide the gold up automatically with everyone. Um, but kind of like does in Fantasy
Yeah.
Grounds. But because loot pile is broken right now, I can't actually do that. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. How many people do we have? Just the math real quick.
that'd be 6 people. So And it's gonna sell for the half value, so um
1,600 divided by 2, and then divided by 6.
so about 218 gold for everyone then. If you guys just want to each add 218 gold,
Mm-hmm.
I'll add it to Billy and tactic sheet for him.
218 gold.
Yep, he's
Yeah,
selling
it's
Alright.
the magic warhammer that you guys found earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna be using it. Mm. I don't want to burn a feet on learning martial weapon. Delete it off my sheet unless you want me to keep it on my sheet and then, or
Oh, yeah, I'll just I'll just drag it off your sheet.
okay. I don't even know or did how much currency I actually have. Go check my book.
Yeah, I'll have to mess around trying to get loot pile working again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm taking the week between Christmas and New Year's off, so maybe I'll do it
Nice.
then. Using my last week of vacation on the last week.
Yeah.
I also have tomorrow off because that was only a 4-day week anyway. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'll just take Friday off.
Did they
Nice. I
try to
wish I could do
schedule
that.
me Christmas night? But I was like,
Good
that's
luck.
Sunday, and I have Pathfinder on Sundays. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though that's not our Pathfinder day.
Yeah.
Well,
Asked for this Sunday
it's
off, and
actually the
that's all I
Saturday
got.
right before that Sunday, so I get it.
Your work knows
Yeah.
that it's Pathfinder night?
Yes.
Well,
Interesting.
because you tell them
It's the
so that they don't
only
schedule it. Yep.
day I don't. Yeah, it's the
I
only
mean, they
day I
don't technically
request
need
off.
to. I guess they don't technically need to know the reason. You can just say I'm unavailable that day and not give them a reason. But
No, I walked into that store and let everybody know I'm a nerd. Everybody knows.
yeah, no, I do the same thing too. Like I'm like, uh,
Mm-hmm.
my last job would be like, when it was Thursday, be like, I don't want to work any overtime Thursday because I got Pathfinder tonight, and I want to go home and take a nap and not go home and get like 4 hours of sleep. I want to be able to get like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Back when I was working FedEx, but
Yeah.
yeah,
No, one of my coaches, he's also a game master for 5e, so he gets it. So he's like, I got you. And I was like, damn straight you do.
yeah, that's cool. Okay, so you guys take a slight detour to sell the hammer, um, and I'm going to roll a percentage dice here.
Oh no, that's Zerdarium's job.
Yeah, he's not here.
No. Can't believe it. I had to lol at that. What the fuck, dude?
No,
What the hell, Zerdarium?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I mean, I also kind of get it because
Yeah, it's the one night you can all get
I
on
don't
to
get
do
it.
it.
Launch days are always the worst. It's always the
I
worst.
don't know if it's a launch day or if it came out this week because it sounded like he was saying Thursday is just the only day that worked for like his guild or
Oh,
whatever they call it then
Oh,
or whatever it is in that.
gotcha.
So yeah, I mean it's the sort of thing I could see like if I was playing Pathfinder and still playing if I was still playing Guild Wars or if I was playing on like a League of Legends Clash team or something like that. And it was like
mm,
we're doing a tournament or something like that, I could see being like, sorry, I can't take Pathfinder that. So yeah,
I'd still play Pathfinder over
you
that
play
shit.
Pathfinder over that shit. That's
old
why you're
enough.
not doing
I'm
it.
old enough to know that none of that stuff matters. Like all of my efforts and top 10 Guild
Yeah.
Wars 1 credentials don't mean shit to anybody. Nobody fucking cares. The only person it matters to is you. So what's more
Yeah, but that-
important, your rank or Pathfinder? And Pathfinder's more important to me than my rank.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's what I say. I mean, for me right now, I don't have anything else going on that
Yeah.
would supersede it. But I could get where like there would be a
Yeah.
time where stuff would have. So
Yeah, if you come at me like, during Guild Wars 1's prime, though, that would be a whole different story. It'd be like, no, must GVG.
all right, so while you guys are as you're getting close to the northern edge of town and about to like hit the road towards the capital, a group of pure legionnaires
Oh,
do
no.
actually come up and like start talking to you.
I'm very
Okay,
pure,
there
can
we
you
go.
tell?
Jesus.
So they're asking like, have you guys seen anyone suspicious? We're looking for someone matching this description, tall and uh, red skin, these horns, tiefling. They're basically
Oh.
I
describing.
say nothing and
Dawson.
shake my head.
Okay.
What do I want to do?
I mean, I say no.
Okay.
And then I
Does
look at
anybody-
all the short people. Oh, wait. Yeah, all
Does
the
anybody
short
wanna
people are with us.
try bluffing here?
I can totally bluff. I don't know if I want to lead them astray, but I definitely want to just like convince them that there is no red people here.
Okay.
Like a Jedi mind
I mean, there
trick,
aren't.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I did not do well. Help!
My guy will say, I don't have a bluff. I'm -1 in bluff.
Oh god, why did I
Um,
roll 1?
He will try to intimidate. He
Okay.
will say, do any of us look like we fit that description? We're just trying to get out of this town and
Yeah, I
make
woke
our
up
way.
in a bad mood.
Yeah, basically.
Listen to the plant.
Okay. So it looks like they seem kind of like doubtful of Eva, but when Malice steps in and kind of says like, you guys are being absurd.
Yeah.
And they do actually kind of seem like uh they kind of like mutter like, oh, if you see anything, you come let us know. And uh they kind of scurry off out of your way.
That he just keeps
And
walking.
yeah,
After he says
Grunkle,
that, he just basically after he said what he said, he just started walking away.
yeah, and everyone else kind of Grunkle and Laszlo at least were like, yeah, let's get out of here before they change their mind or go get backup or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's only like two of them there.
hmm Yeah, walking up on a party of six, well, party of like 4 because half of our group looks like they're animals.
I mean, a rat folk at least
Rat
still is
folk, yeah.
humanoid, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's still counting the NPCs with you guys. It's like a party of like 7
Yeah.
apparently. So with a dire rat and a rabbit, although they
Mhm.
might not even notice the rabbit.
I mean, he's probably like on someone's shoulder, someone's bag or something.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys do actually get out of town without having to like fight off a bunch of legionaries or anything. And yeah, you're basically following along the coast of this kind of like estuary,
hmm
going up towards the capital.
Right.
And Yeah, let's see here. How many miles is this? Pretty far, I think, right? So it's
It's
gonna take
like it
several
looks like
days.
75 miles. It's about no, that's halfway 75, so probably 100 miles. Like just looking at a square is 25. It looks like.
Wait, I can do a measured distance and say, so that's 50,
Yeah.
150. Yeah, it's probably about 100 miles.
We should be good on macros now.
All right, so yeah, you guys are there is like a pretty clear road that follows along the desert. At least most of the time it's pretty clear.
Hmm.
Even when it kind of disappears, it's not like you're going through a forest. It's basically a desert. So
Flatlands. Yeah.
yeah. Um like there's kind of some rolling like dunes and um so it's not necessarily like always perfectly flat, but even when there's hills and such, you can still see pretty far, especially at the top of a dune. Um, so why don't I get everyone to roll perception checks for me as you guys are going through the
Okay.
desert here?
All right.
Shit. 9.
Mouse like wraps his arm, his metal arm up like and like I said, it puts a sleeve on it basically. He's like, "Fuck this dust."
Yeah, I hate sand.
And yeah, he's like, well, it's just because it's a metal arm. Like, also,
Oh yeah, for
I f-
sure.
I figured out something that would be terrible. My worst enemy for this character, heat metal.
Oh yeah, as in the spell heat metal. Yeah, but even just the fact that
Yeah,
it is during summer right
hot.
now, and
Yeah.
fortunately, it's not as bad as like it normally might be in this kind of environment because
Mm,
even though it's the middle of August, you guys are very close to the coast, so there's kind of like
a breeze.
a breeze, yeah, like a coastal breeze coming in, and a lot of the time you guys can actually see the um, kind of the ocean here slash mouth of the river. Still wide enough that's probably at this point the ocean, but as you're going, like you can sometimes maybe on like taller dunes, you can sometimes see over the over like see the land basically on the other side, um, which is just a different part of Rahadum. But
Hmm.
eventually you have to cross the river there, but you guys probably won't cross it until much closer. Okay, so you guys don't see anything for quite a while, but um, eventually you uh somehow like it seems like they snuck up on you or something, but you see like this woman who's by herself, and she just kind of like appears in front of you practically like uh
Appears in
basically like
front
you
of us.
pretty much like you guys get to like the top of as you kind of crest over like a sand dune maybe. um she's basically like standing just on the other side of it, and she kind of smiles at you and says like, "Hello, travelers.
Oh, snap! Where'd you come from?
I don't mean to alarm you. I just want to talk."
Out here?
"Yes,
Hmm.
I spotted you quite a while ago, and you seem like a very strange group to be traveling in a land such as this. So I was curious what
I
brought
hear
you
that a
to
lot.
Rahadum."
Are we really that strange?
"Well, certainly out here in Rahadum, you're very strange. Perhaps not in somewhere else. Maybe in Absalom, you'd be more normal looking."
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. This group's just weird. Okay. All right.
But yeah, she's got kind of like this, like, kind of like very tanned skin, and kind of like a like kind of an almost a golden brown looking hair, and yeah, like she looks like she's
Any knowledge
probably
that like to try to figure out what race she is?
Filthy human.
she looks human,
Oh, okay. So, all right.
but I mean you
Hmm.
can roll sense motive if you'd like.
Yeah.
That
Oh, surezies. Nope. Damn. Dice not kind
yeah,
today.
Nope.
she seems nice.
All right.
But yeah, she says like it's clear that you're not from Rahadum, so perhaps you could give me some news of the outside world, the where you came from. And yeah, you guys, none of
Mm,
you really get any sense of what her motives might be
Oh.
or who she might be. She's not wearing like uniform of the Pure Legion. Well,
I'll
that much
s-
you
yeah,
know.
but that
I'll
doesn't mean
tell
anything.
her like the last news I remember before I left Sandpoint, because she did ask where I came from, and so
Okay. Do you just tell her like some mundane news about like Sandpoint, like, oh yeah, like
yeah,
there's a new it's
something
like a
inside that might not make sense to her. She's just like, oh, good for you guys.
yeah, like oh yeah, they got they're reopening uh
The dumpster pile.
reopening the dumpster pile.
Yeah,
You're allowed to forage in it again.
yay.
It's like um she says okay, yeah. She doesn't seem too interested in that.
Hmm.
It's called dodging the question.
Gonko will
So,
say we're on a
no good.
important mission, but uh there's also uh agents of our enemy everywhere, and we have no way of knowing uh, if you might be connected to them or not. So I must apologize for being guarded. And she says that's understandable, but um, for what it's worth, I do think you can trust me with whatever it is. If you're assuming your enemy is just, then or they assuming your enemy is evil, basically. Like assuming you guys are enemies of him for a just cause, then
Uh,
You said this was
you'll
like one of those light people. Or...
can I do a perception to see if I spot
no, she's
any
definitely not
like?
one of the pure legions of
Oh.
pure.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
can I see? Can I roll a
Pure.
perception
Yeah.
to see if I spot any holy symbols or
Sure.
anything like that? Like anything that might be taken as. I think that's where it is. Perception or like term of phrase or anything like that. She might.
Okay.
Okay,
After she says that, yeah.
you do see you do actually see what you think is a Might be. Do you have knowledge religion as well?
Mm, I should. I usually always put it on my characters. It just depends if I put a point in. I know I have access to it. I just don't know if I actually put a point into it
Yeah.
yet. I don't. I have knowledge local. Um, I just from how she said like someone evil, and then I know like Sarenites are out here, but
Yeah.
no, I don't. Um, my guy
Yeah,
has
you've
the
heard.
wisdom. He's not intelligent.
Yeah, it's fair.
He's kind of like putting two and two together through that. But
Well, I'll say this much: you do see something. You do see like a little like charm, basically,
mhm,
that looks like it could maybe be a holy symbol, but since
yeah,
you
I don't
don't
know.
really
No, no,
know
yeah.
enough about religion, um,
Hmm.
you're not 100% sure. If you have
Yeah.
knowledge arcana, I'll allow that too, though.
Check my knowledges. Like I said, I'm gonna eventually have to put a point in every single one. This
I
character
mean,
has
if you don't have very many
kind of
skill ranks, though, then
yeah.
that's also understandable. Like,
No, I don't. But
okay, well, but yeah, you do think
he'll
you do
just
see something that
like
might be a holy symbol.
yeah. Hmm. He says, he'll say this land's. We come from. She obviously said that we came from somewhere else. This land is
No,
a
no,
little
no. I said
strange.
I, not
You
we.
did, but he'll say this land is a little strange. The people here don't worship any of the gods that uh I've seen or heard of, and uh the person or the thing that we're our enemy is also believes that the gods have no power.
Hmm, what a strange thing to believe. But yes, this place is very has very peculiar beliefs about the divine. But I've met a lot of interesting people here who, in spite of this, have faith, and I find these people to be fascinating to talk with.
And he'll ask, "Do you yourself have faith?" And
Indeed, I
that's
do.
hmm,
Um, yeah, she just leaves it at that. She says, "Yes,
yeah.
I do. I do worship a deity."
And we're still in the city, right?
No,
No,
this is
we're
outside
outside
the
the
Because
city.
I was
city.
gonna say,
You
Outside.
guys
We've
have
been
been
walking
traveling
for a
Yeah.
while.
for
Yeah.
several
She's been
hours at this point.
following us.
That's what she says. Yeah, she says, "I've been watching you for a while." So this is like out in the middle of nowhere. There's like no one else in sight. I mean, you guys are on a road technically, but yeah, it's not. There's
Does she
no one
have
there at
a
the moment.
bloody hand on a piece of paper?
I'm beginning to detect desperation from you.
Desperation? No, I don't want anything from you other than just to talk.
Yeah, that sounds desperate to me. I mean, we could just as easily turn you into the Brahadum authorities.
Hmm, I'm not too concerned about it. I don't think the Pure Legion could find me and uh, really threaten me.
No, I doubt that. That's why I was saying that they would need our help because they certainly couldn't detect me, especially after I had pulled a stunt on of one of their politicians.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating story. I'd love to hear more about this.
And I
Well,
also
I hate to
say,
be a tease, my dear, but I don't think I shall be doing that.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Anyway, if you're busy, if you've wasted our time enough, then move along. As my compatriots here said, we have important work to do.
Okay. Um, well, she says, I would it convince you, perhaps this would convince you more of my good nature. And
Here it is.
turns into a dragon. So
Oh shit.
she releases the spell that she has on her, and you see her morph into much smaller than like Pedriarch was, but still like
Hmm.
a pretty good sized dragon.
I've killed bigger dragons than you in my sleep.
Is that what you say?
Yeah, and there's no whatchamacallit, like, I'm not trying to bluff. I'm telling her the truth from my point of view.
Yeah. uh,
Huh.
and she says, "Well, hopefully it was, some of my more treacherous kind." And you see that she's got like copper scales, the kind of like the shiny metallic looking scales.
She's not
All
trying
right,
to
I'll nod
rob us, is
her.
she?
I'm no friend of if they were blue dragons, for example.
Not even close.
And you know that this is
Now,
her the way she's acting is very in character for like this kind of
copper.
dragon. Sorry, actually she's a bronze dragon.
Do I know
Oh, okay.
anything
Or
about that
brass
dragon?
dragon, sorry, brass dragon. Yeah, you know that brass dragons tend to be very they just prefer to talk to instead of fight. They tend to lair near humanoid settlements where they can hear the most recent news and gossip, and like
Oh.
that's kind of
And
what
then
they
rob
like
you of their
doing.
riches and take it to their
They
lair.
do they do tend to get a little annoyed if you like get too cagey about talking with them, like, but they are generally like good
So
aligned
they're
dragons typically.
so basically they're the bards of the Dragon Society.
Kind of, yeah.
The story collectors.
Yeah.
I say, fine, you're a dragon. I will pay you the lip service that you are due.
Hmm.
Very fancy, but yes, we are looking for a dragon.
You're looking
Not
for a
you, though.
dragon, you said.
Yes. Mm.
Who what dragon would you be looking for in Rahadum, I wonder?
Let's play 20 questions.
Oh, I love games like that. Like that.
Okay, I give the gesture to go ahead, ask.
Is this dragon you're looking for a blue dragon?
No.
Hmm.
Just go through all the colors.
That's what Pluto, I feel so bad for you because you gotta play stupid even though you're the you know exactly
It's
what
tough.
we're
No,
looking
no,
for.
no. The NPC wanted to talk to us. I'm giving her what she
Yep, yep.
wants.
Is this dragon is it connected to the Fae in some way?
No.
Okay, okay. Hmm.
Who is that logged in?
Is this
Her question.
dragon
Let's go.
Derek? Oh, hey. Sorry, go on, Pluto.
is this dragon one of the is it an ancient dragon from the old days? Older than me?
Yes.
Oh.
Hmm. That should narrow it down quite a bit. But narrowing it down to in Rahadum, that's very.
She may not know anything about a dragon. I don't say that out loud, but
Is this dragon a ghost?
oh,
No.
No.
a ghost dragon. That'd be fun.
How many questions am I at now? That's six, I think.
Yes.
Hmm. Is this dragon from the south, maybe?
technically, right? Because we came kind of from the south, right? Like,
I
well, it's like south, like western, I think.
Yeah.
suppose. I don't know where he's from
I'll say
technically, but that's where
yes.
he came from.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Aoife, why don't you play an inspiring or a competent song for our incompetent guest here?
Oh yeah. I'll do some weird
Hey,
goblin
I
chant
have
about a
many
dragon.
talents, even if
You're really just trying to piss this dragon off, aren't you?
thinking about who this dragon you're looking for is it must be a very, very esoteric being.
You could say that. Primal, even. That's a free one.
Doesn't like gods.
Hmm.
Another
Okay,
hint
no,
that
now
I
you're
gave
just
you
giving
earlier.
it away.
No, I gave it. I
It
told her.
kind
I'm
of
just
sounds like
reminding
this
you. There's
dragon
something.
doesn't know who. I mean, do dragons really know each other? Let's be fair.
Been around long enough.
That's fair. This might be a dragon I don't know,
I'm sure you don't.
but on the other hand, most dragons that are older than I am have a bit of a reputation, right?
I suppose that's true.
You could say that. That's also a question. I believe you have 9 more.
Well, I suppose that's only fair. You did give me a free tip or hint.
You.
Well, in that case, is is this dragon a magma dragon by chance?
I raise my eyebrows at them. Very funny.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
That narrows things down quite a bit. You must be talking about Boshabot then?
No.
Really?
Although I'll ask the sword, like, do you know anything about a Boshabot?
Sora's like I've never heard that name before in my life.
Oh, maybe it's someone that Pedriarch knows. We'll keep that name in mind.
Uh, I am afraid I don't really know a whole lot other magma dragons on Galarian.
I mean, guessing their name would be like finding a needle in a haystack, I think. But yes, we're looking for a magma dragon, an ancient one.
An ancient magma dragon.
We believe that they have they're meddling in the affairs of mortals here.
Well, I mean, dragons are mortals themselves, despite what some of them may tell you. And despite some of the ones that have been hanging around in this region, particularly closer to Thuvia, and trying to unnaturally extend their life. But
Well, I guess this one also wants to meddle in the affairs of the immortal too.
True.
what the hell is he doing in Rahudum then?
Well, where else would a god hating uh being feel at home?
Hmm. Yes, I suppose that checks out more then. This is very interesting stuff you're telling me about. I don't think I've
I mean,
heard.
I wouldn't have told you if you were anything less interesting than a dragon.
Jesus, Shadowstar.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. She puffs out her chest.
Listen,
I
at the academy, we were taught to have very low tolerance for
At the academy. At the academy.
Uh, Archfiends, take me, please. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Probably true.
But very interesting idiots.
Yeah. All right. Well, have we satisfied your curiosity enough?
Oh, yes. I'll have to ask around about this dragon myself. This sounds very curious and
I doubt you'll find out much. They've been
possibly,
very secretive.
yes, they must have been. Although I haven't been here that long, so perhaps there's others in the area that know about it, or perhaps some of my kindred would know.
Doubtful.
I mean, you'd be surprised. We bronze dragons have pretty extensive information networks. I know a guy who knows a guy.
Oh yeah? Who knows a guy?
That's a guy.
Who once knew a guy who's
Yes,
like really good friends with the Pope?
I mean you should see our family gatherings.
Gee,
I'd rather
No,
not.
I
thank
would
you.
not know. That's probably a nightmare, like a family gathering of dragons. Oh my god.
A thunder of dragons.
Especially
Ugh.
gossipy bronze dragons.
Gossipy dragons.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They just get together and they shit talk all the other dragons.
Yeah, that would be instant. Like, no, thank you.
But they're
Walk
not
the
they're
other
not shit
direction.
talking them in like, you know, the way normal dragons would about they're just talking about like, you know, gossip.
They're
Bronze
one-upping
dragons
each
are the
other with
type that you
stories
would
they've
see
heard.
like sitting at a Denny's or a Sherry's table with like a bunch of other people just talking and they show up there every day.
Well, aren't you compelled to like help others and not just, gossip?
Oh.
Or doesn't your gossip have a purpose?
Oh, of course. I mean, gossip and learning interesting things is its own reward, but um, I've been known to step in situations to help people that I think are deserving of my aid
Mm.
and to
Mm.
tackle problems that are deserving of my attentions.
Well, our purpose going to the city is to try and figure out as much as we can about this ancient magma dragon.
I see. Well, how about we meet somewhere close there and we can exchange information again. I'll ask some of my relatives and I'll let you know what they say if you let me know what you find there.
Very well.
What do you gain out of this other than info?
As I said, info is its own reward. But some of what you've said about this magma dragon sounds troubling. So perhaps the next we meet, I might have some aid to offer as well.
Yes. For anyone who does believe in the gods, then yes, it is troubling. Not I, though. Asmodeus fears nothing.
Mm. I mean, I believe they're there. Doesn't mean I like them.
Though they most certainly are there.
Yes, even the most vile dragons usually worship, even if it's such terrible deities as Dahak or something, but
The who?
Dahak.
I'm not familiar with this one.
He was one of the original gods that was created, beginning of creation.
I mean, if they weren't a god who was there, who opposed Robagug and, deigned to fight alongside Asmodeus, then I doubt they matter much.
Well, the hawk would have probably. He only seeks to destroy.
So they must have something in common with.
But it's our belief that the hawk was the one who turned Asmodeus's realm into what it is now his before he even set himself up within the realm of hell.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, there's a lot of parasites who feed off of the scraps left in hell. Ironically, the god most deserving of recognition among the courts of Asmodeus is Sarenrae.
That's an interesting idea.
Yes, the only one who actually realized that working with the Prince of Darkness was worth the outcome.
Sarenrae is a very interesting deity, but
She's sensible, which is the highest regards anyone can have for anyone.
also controversial. Did you know that Sarenrae is not only been persecuted, followers of them have been persecuted here and not allowed to openly worship, but also even as far away as Taldor, there's similar stipulations. Although a lot of that has to do with the politics going on over there between Taldor and shit. What's the name of that country?
Um.
Katapesh, I think, right?
Oh yes, Katapesh and Garand.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Taldor, and I
we
think
could
it has.
talk politics all day, but it's not going to get us any closer to finding out where this magma dragon is and what they're plotting.
Yes. I'll leave you to it then. But as I said, I'll try to get a hold of you closer to the capital. Perhaps just on the other side of the river, south of the capital.
Very well. Come to us in whatever guise you wish.
Yes, I will hopefully meet you there in about a month's time if you're in the area.
A month. Okay, well, all right. I'll hold you to it.
Well, I can't say for sure that I'll be there. Something could come up, but I'll do everything I can.
Okay.
And she takes flight and flies away.
All right. Let's continue. Oh,
I want wings. It would be so much easier.
Yep. It's a good thing it was in goggles. It's a good thing it was a bronze dragon and not a perhaps like a blue dragon that sometimes also live in these sorts of regions.
I don't know. It would have been they would have been less talkative at least.
That's true.
Do.
And Derek got
It's
on
time on Dragon Talk.
during that talk, so
I did.
welcome.
I am so sorry. Like, holy crap.
It's all good. I'm glad you're here now. So yeah, were on the way to Azir. Yeah, and they ran into a dragon on the way. So
We're on the way to the capital.
yeah.
And you're actually with us, so yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good thing, because I was
Yeah.
concerned about that.
You should be.
We
you
almost
should be level.
left you, but you know.
Yeah, they discussed it, and you should be level 4. So Yeah,
Let me
if you
double
want.
check.
You're level 3 on the sheet here, but so I don't know if you did. You might have done it in Hero Lab already or not, whatnot. So
Hmm.
all right, so you guys continue on. It gets closer to evening. You guys actually do come across like a kind of like a little roadside uh like lodging basically. Somebody set up an inn
Rest
along this
area.
road. So it's like kind of uh it's not really enough buildings there to really be considered like a town, but yeah, there's a couple buildings there basically, and like the main one's like an inn, and then it looks like maybe a couple houses for like maybe some of the people that work there, um, but yeah, it looks like it's probably specifically set up because it's a road traveled by
Hmm.
merchants basically between Botasani and Azir that want to take the land route. Um, so it's not like too busy there. It looks like there's maybe some other people that got there a little before you. Um, a couple like other travelers, probably merchants, but
All
um,
right.
yeah. Gonkel says we'll probably stay here. It'll take a little bit longer to take probably a couple days to get to Azir on foot.
That's fair.
Get a room at the inn or stay outside. Doesn't matter to my guy.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry about like gold cost to the inn because um, yeah, it's cheap enough that it's not gonna matter.
Yep. Night's rest. Unless there's something going on.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you guys can hit the night's rest button. So they're not like it's not like anything too elaborate. You guys kind of maybe like maybe split into like a couple groups or whatnot to have for rooms,
Hmm.
but
Yep.
it's otherwise uneventful unless you guys want to talk with merchants here or something, or talk to like the innkeeper. Um, but yeah, no
Alright.
pure legionnaires or anything like that because it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's just merchants and the people that run the inn.
Right. Like the gas station. Out in the middle of the
Kind of,
fucking
yeah.
desert.
That's kind of what it is, yeah.
Has a well probably. Fill up on water and
Yeah. Yeah, and Gonkel says it should take about 3 days to get to Azir, so be probably 2 more days of travel.
Okay.
alright.
All right, so you guys should be actually fully healed now, or yeah, you guys should be fully healed now at this point.
Alright.
So when you guys leave the next day, can I get another perception check as you guys are continuing kind of along the coast? Started out kind of traveling northeast, but as you're getting further, it's kind of turning more north.
That's the second two that I rolled on perception. Charts. Oh, sense me.
Let's see, I got 3 perception checks so far. 4? 4 perception checks. So I'm still missing one from. It's because you're doing your level up still. Fair enough.
Just add one to it.
Uh, okay, cool. So looks like tactic will be the one that gets to act in a surprise round. As you guys are um, moving north, a tactics first one who kind of notices, kind of hiding under they've kind of like it's kind of like buried itself within like a sand dune. But
Hmm.
as it kind of shakes the sand out from you see um, like a hiding giant scorpion basically shaking free the sand as you guys are walking uh,
Mm.
like closer to it. And tactics first one that notices. I just got to calculate where he notices based off of the distance. How much he beat the perception by. It's like okay, so he sees him about 40 feet away.
It's 40 feet, horrific.
Okay, I'm gonna activate a new map here. Hold up. Okay, that'll work.
Yikes.
Okay, so everybody can roll initiative, and there will be a one surprise round,
All right.
which tactic will get to act in.
Yay.
That's just a big scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I rolled low. That's nice.
Yeah, it's just a big scorpion, says the big guy.
Hmm.
So there's a little bit of randomness already involved here because when I dropped your guys' token, I had it for a random like formation basically.
Arrangement.
Um,
Yeah.
but we're gonna put a little bit more in to see which one it's going to charge at as its surprise action.
Oh, not me,
Um,
please.
do I have everyone here? I'm still missing. No, I think that's everybody. Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah, it's everything.
I feel like I'm missing someone, but that's because Sidurian's not actually here. So, um, so this thing we're gonna roll 1d3.
The rabbit hops away. He actually has an innate fear of
Nope,
scorpions.
he's gonna charge E-foot.
No, it's because I'm the easy prey.
Yeah,
Shit.
that must be it. All right, he's gonna charge at you, and he's going to try to hit you with a sting.
Well, that shouldn't be
Um,
too hard.
does this thing have?
What is my
I don't think
AC?
this thing has
It's
like
not
power
great.
attack or anything. Nope. Okay. I guess yeah, it doesn't. It's a vermin, so it doesn't have like any feats.
Well, it just has to hit a 12.
Okay, so it hits you then.
Yeah.
10 damage, and I need you to roll a
Oh,
fortitude save.
oh, those are easy. I don't remember if I get bonuses or not.
Yeah, no problem. Not even an inconvenience.
Nope.
So you just take 10 damage. So tactic, you get to make a single standard action in the surprise round.
Oh, hello there. I'm gonna throw a bomb at it.
Okay.
So touch attack.
Okay, that'll hit then.
Oh, 20s are blue now.
Were they green before?
Yeah, they used to be
Mhm.
green.
Huh. Yeah, now you
Match,
mention it.
match
So
rolls, match rolls are blue now. Looks like because it shows the 4 was a blue.
Yeah.
11 force damage.
I wonder if that's a setting that I set up at some point and then it undid it, or whatever. 11 force damage. Okay. Is that it? Just or is there another effect on there?
Nope, just force.
Okay. Another thing that happens is there's a second scorpion, and
Mm.
Uncle Laszlo and Billy say we'll handle that one. So they're having their own combat.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure the two main guys, last one, the other
No, I
guy
don't
can.
think Laszlo can take on much. He's not really an adventurer.
Yeah, but he's got high enough level spells that he might have a couple combat spells.
All right, Shazra, you're up.
Can I take a 5-foot step?
No, actually, this is difficult terrain.
Okay.
Yeah, good question though, because yeah, I don't think I'd mentioned that yet.
I'm going to swift action use a arcane pull point to enhance the sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I just have to buff myself with shield. Do I know if this thing has reach?
Yeah, you can tell it has reach because it attacked from 10 feet away with its stinger. It can D-foot from there.
Hmm.
But yeah, also its claws have 10-foot reach as well.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to cast this defensively.
Okay.
Alright, there we go.
Yep.
Keep my shield up. And then
Unless it
I'll
has disruptive, which it
yeah.
doesn't. We've established it has no feats.
Yeah, I'm going to move forward then into melee with it.
I have 6 feet, but I have no feats.
We don't have Inspired Courage on us right now, right? Okay.
Nope, not yet.
Alright, that's my turn. I
Okay.
pull out my weapon as well while I move.
Since you're moving through difficult terrain through its threatened area, it is going to try to sting you.
Yep, go for it.
Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does not hit me.
All right.
My AC is currently 22.
All right. So yep, he tries to hit you with a stinger, but uh, it glances off of your force effect. Okay. That brings up Malice now then.
Actually, it should be 23. Why is it? Oh, because of my load.
He'll move
Encumbered.
I gotta move these
forward.
coins into weightless currency.
Yeah.
Move forward and full round it.
Okay. Actually, wait. Can't full around it because it's difficult terrain. Sorry. Um,
I
But
thought if you move normally, can't you move normally? I didn't.
yeah, you can move normally, but you can't full round him if you have to move, right? Like, does that make sense?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Yep.
It couldn't be a 5 foot step, even though it's 5 feet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I
so
get it.
look at just the first one, but it'll be +2 to hit because no flurry penalties, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, but that even with that +2, that'll still miss.
Okay. Yep, I forgot moving.
Oh,
Full.
wait, no, charge penalty is AC it hits.
No, it wouldn't be a charge because you have
No,
to move
no,
more than 10
I
feet.
mean the scorpion charged last round in the surprise round,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah,
its
yeah.
AC is lower actually, so that does hit.
So it does hit. All
Yep.
right.
So it takes all that damage. Okay.
Nice.
And it doesn't take an attack opportunity because it doesn't have combat reflexes. All right, E-foot.
Well, I can't 5 foot stab, so I'll just start a performance.
Okay.
And well, wait, I got cover.
You also know
I
that
will
Malice just
move.
moved and didn't provoke, so it's
Yeah.
established probably doesn't have combat reflexes. So yep, no attacks.
Okay.
You move back and you start a performance.
Yeah, I inspire courage in my allies
Okay.
to do my bidding because I can't do it. I'm weak.
Mhm.
All right, giant scorpion. It's going to let's see. It's going to start off with a claw on Malice. Actually, it's gonna start with a sting on Malice.
Okay.
Let's do a sting first. It misses, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And then it's gonna do 2 claw attacks. It's gonna do 1 claw at Malice and 1 at Shazra. So the first one was at Malice is a 17 hit.
No.
Okay, and then 22 misses Shazra, right, by 1.
Yeah, because I have 23 AC.
All right.
Now that I fixed my
Yeah,
weight
you got the
penalty.
two. You got the two tanks standing up there. I have
Yep.
an AC of 24 now.
Okay. That's its turn then. Does its full attack. What's up, Vander now?
I don't think I can get in range for an attack.
You have 30 move speed, right?
It
So
you
you
says difficult terrain. Oh, I
yeah.
can get right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get there.
Can't get into a flank yet, but can
No.
maybe do it next turn
Yeah.
if this thing's still up when it gets to your turn.
Just basic attack. I want to use the macro and see if it just gives me my basic attack correctly.
Okay.
No, my damage is off by 1 point. Why is it off by 1 point? Oh, okay. I don't have Inspire Courage anymore. That's why it's
Well,
off
you
by
do have
one
you
point.
should have it up now actually.
Oh yeah.
No, Inspire
Because
Courage is 2 points.
because
Oh, I have
E-foot
to
just put
update
it
the
up.
buff. That's why.
Yeah, you guys gotta update the buff to level 4.
I'll just roll by hand for now.
Sure.
D20 plus 10.
Okay. 18 unfortunately misses.
Alright.
It's no longer charging. Okay. Tactic.
See here. I think I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna toss a bomb to the far side of him though, so splash damage isn't a concern.
Okay. Unless you miss and hit the wrong square.
Yep,
Do you have precise shot yet?
I do.
Cool.
Actually, well, precise bombs.
Precise bombs. Okay. But it works like precise shot.
Yeah, I can select a number of squares up to 4
Oh no,
squares
I
essentially.
meant for the -4 for finding melee.
Oh, no.
Okay, so -4 to this attack, but you are still targeting touch AC, so
So that means it's just a +7 now.
Okay.
'Cause I didn't know about the. Yeah, I didn't have the
Uh,
Inspire Courage last time, so.
yeah, but you do now. Helps offset the penalty a little bit. Okay, that'll hit. Okay. Take some damage.
Woo!
It is still up at the moment though. But yeah, it kind of does, recoils back, kind of pulls its like, what do you call that? The thorax of it? I don't even know what the body parts of scorpions are, but the body of it kind of pulls back, and it um, kind of holds its claws up to protect itself. All right, Shazar, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it with my enhanced scimitar,
Okay,
and
you're
I'm gonna
doing
spell combat it to try and get the arcane mark as the second hit.
okay. Sounds good.
So here comes the first attack at -2, but I have Inspire Courage. I'm just gonna give that -2 here.
Okay, that will hit. It is still up,
All right, here's the concentration check to see if I
but
get
yeah, at
the
this point, it looks like it's barely up.
Yep, I got to get the whatchamacallit DC 15 for this one because it's a 0 level spell.
Okay,
We did it. All right, second attack.
that one will miss.
Okay, that's my turn. Someone else can hit it.
Yep, Malice, you can actually do a full round now because you're next to it.
Yeah, of course. Right. As well. Summer.
Okay, one of those attacks hits.
Right.
It is still up, but it is disabled now.
All right.
Efoot?
Oh, was there another one?
Yeah,
No.
but it's not on the map. It's just
It's
an
fighting
excuse
off
for the
screen.
NPCs to not take part in this particular combat. They're fighting the second
Oh,
one.
okay. Well, I will delay until I feel like doing something.
Okay. The scorpion is going to take a withdraw action. But because it's taking a standard action to do its partial withdrawal, it gets part of the way away and then collapses.
Oh no. Poor
So we're out of
thing.
combat. It's not dead, but at the moment it's bleeding out.
I tell you, I've eaten very small scorpions. I bet that one tastes real good.
And over on the other side, Gonquil, Laszlo, and Billy finish off mostly Gonquil and Billy probably finish off the. Actually, Billy might not have a whole lot that works against giant scorpions. So maybe it's just Gonquil, but maybe Gonquil and Laszlo. But anyway, yeah, the three of them take out their scorpion as well.
Malice will
Billy
walk up.
shoots lasers from his eyes.
Malice will walk up to the scorpion and finish it off.
Okay.
Put his fist through its skull or something.
I'm gonna try to harvest meat from the scorpion. This is very important.
Well, she's doing that. He's gonna try to harvest venom.
I'm actually gonna help with that.
Actually, he'll let you
I'll need
because
help because
he looks like
I'm not used to giant scorpions. Usually I just take the whole thing and eat it.
he'll help. He'll help her get the meat. He'll let you get the venom.
How do the rules work for harvesting venom again? Is it it's just a survival check?
It's a survival usually. Yeah,
Does it have
I
venom?
think.
I'm just going for the meat, not venom, but
It
Yeah,
does have venom.
yeah.
Ooh.
Its
That's
tongue
why you,
goes.
that's
That's
why
why
you
the
guys had to make a
fortitude saves.
fortitude save when it hit with the stinger, yeah.
Yeah.
But you rolled a nat 20 on it, so
Yep.
anybody who has let's see, harvesting poisons. What is the DC?
It works every now and then. With wireless mouses that you forget to turn off the battery, turn it off. It just drains the battery even though you never use it.
Okay, so it looks like you didn't roll high enough on the survival check to successfully harvest the venom. DC
Alright.
is 15 plus the creature's CR, and you rolled 15 and is not a CR0.
But did you poison yourself?
Um, he didn't poison himself because he didn't fail by 5 or more though.
Aha.
So
Very good.
just unfortunately, you're not able to
This
successfully
scorpion
harvest it.
sucks. I kick it.
But you do manage to kind of get a little bit of scorpion meat from it, I guess.
Yay. Lunch.
Meat's back on the menu.
Yep. So other than that, you guys don't really encounter anything too dangerous. You do encounter some merchants coming the opposite way from Azir, but um, I guess do you interact with them, or you just
A
kind of
merchant?
yep merchant? You see like a convoy of like 3 wagons basically coming from Azir towards Baltasani. It looks like they're
I just do the
carrying
lower
some.
the head nod.
They have them like tarped up wagons and stuff underneath it, but it's not like obvious from a glance what they're carrying.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it's like they got some armed guards as well, and they look kind of bored riding along with the wagons. But
Can I do like a sense notive or perception to see if they are like tense on what they're carrying or like their interaction with us or something?
sure, either one, wherever you think's best, wherever you think you're best at.
Okay.
Highway robbery, you guys?
No, I'm not that kind of thing.
Yeah, so nothing looks like particularly um, like strange about their caravan, and it actually looks like if anything they're bored rather than like tense.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like this sucks.
Maybe seems like one of them is like a couple of them are kind of like looking at you guys as like kind of curiosities maybe because you're like you kind of stand out a little bit, and but it doesn't look like they're like they think you're bandits or anything like that. It doesn't seem like they're scared of you guys trying to rob them. Like I said, they have armed guards, so. But yeah, they don't otherwise like try to interact with you or anything. Maybe one of them kind of gives you like a acknowledging nod or something,
Okay.
but they continue on their way.
Yep.
And yeah, you guys get to basically kind of a similar sort of inn. well, the 2/3 mark. That again looks like it's kind of set up intentionally as being a day's walk from Azir and a day's walk from the other one. Um, it seems like there's a little bit more of like a settlement here, but like there's more buildings and whatnot.
Yeah, it's closer to the capital.
Close to the capital. This one's also closer to the water as well. It looks like there's like some docks set up as well. Not like a trading dock, but like maybe fishing docks.
Yeah.
So it looks
Yeah.
like maybe there's a fishing village set up here as well.
All right. Malice will get into the room, and he's actually going to detach his arm
Okay.
and start cleaning it.
Okay.
Takes 10 minutes to attach and 10 minutes to put it back on.
All right.
That'd be so weird to be like to have that functionality of it and then just take it off. But he cleans it.
It's like
Okay.
having a prosthetic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is a prosthetic, but it's more to me. It's more like the fact that it can still move like a normal arm when he has it attached. Like I know it's magic. Like there's obviously some type of magic built in or mechanism that allows it, but I'm not gonna get too.
hmm I mean, some of the modern, like real prosthetics have gotten like there's some really cool stuff people are doing with them. They're more and more advanced now than they were like
You can
maybe
just
20 years
3D
ago.
print your leg now.
That's true. Yeah. Some of the stuff for like prosthetic arms though are like pretty cool actually. Using like computer stuff as well
Mm-hmm.
to help control them. Like I think some of it there's a lot of like AI application stuff we're trying to do to be able to
The
like
stuff they're doing in like Minnesota is like the cutting edge for it right now. The stuff they're doing there is pretty crazy.
yeah, like being able to make one that can like pick up an egg without crushing it. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's always been like kind of one of the examples they show of like like a really functional one. Anyway, yeah, nothing really happens here. At least unless you guys force something to happen, I guess. Anything you guys want to do here? Or if not, we can night's rest and continue on.
Different character, perhaps, but no, well, oh, good.
Okay.
We don't get attacked. We can rest at ease, or
Yeah, yeah, you can hit the night's rest button.
I need it because I hurt.
Fair enough. I'll be right back. I use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Wait, what happened to Grim?
I thought that was Pluto for a second.
Yeah, he leaves voice just to go to the bathroom.
I don't know, man. Some people have those those wireless headsets,
Open
and they
mics,
just
yeah.
leave them open.
You know, the thing though is like if you have Discord's like default settings though, like you guys couldn't even hear somebody hammering on my roof when I had my push to talk just wide open. So I don't know exactly what it will or won't pick up, to be honest.
It depends on what sound it is. Like if somebody's stomping around my house, it'll pick it up. But if they're like yelling in the other room, it won't pick it up.
Huh.
I didn't realize my mic disconnected.
Oh, that's yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Good
was, like,
timing,
talking and
Grim.
not-
You made it.
Yeah.
What
I
did
was like
you see
talking.
right when I left or something?
His mic
Yeah.
broke or something.
I thought I heard the
I,
little chime right when I took my headset off
yeah,
from.
I was talking, and then I was like, no one's responding, and because I connect on my phone, so my phone
Yeah.
probably went to sleep because I haven't touched it in so long. And I was just like, I don't hear anybody talking, so I was like, oh, disconnected.
The last thing I heard you talking about was talking about removing the prosthetic arms
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
doing maintenance
That's
on it.
Yeah, I was just saying how one of these days I'm gonna take it as an improvised weapon, so when it's detached, I can swing it around.
Oh, or somebody detaches it from you.
Yeah, exactly. Just grab it and start swinging it.
Although mechanically, I'm not sure.
A
Like,
monk and a bard work together.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm not sure what would. There aren't a lot of, because of
yeah,
it
it's
not
such
being a
a
Well,
fun
you're a
game
brawler,
mechanic. There aren't a lot of
technically.
things that like disarm, and in the
Yeah,
sense of taking people's arms off.
it's off. Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
bring a feat where I can do like improvised weapon and oversized weapon, and then I'll go and grab his arm,
Perfect.
Yeah,
swing it around because I don't carry a weapon normally. No.
give myself
That's interesting.
extra
Actually,
reach, but
I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I haven't really seen you like really fight too much with weapons. Like
I
all
have a
spell casting is a
sling,
performance for the most
but
part. Yeah, I just use a sling a lot.
yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, I know you mentioned it. You're right. I haven't seen you like go up and try to shank anyone with a dagger or anything.
Nope. Would you if you were this small? Maybe. Maybe. It depends on your class, I suppose.
she's just she's a level 4 bard, but she's just secretly a level 20 assassin that just doesn't want to kill anybody.
I'll let you keep thinking that. That's my charm.
We'll just trick every enemy into thinking that you're an assassin that gave up the trade
So I
and
should get
became a
like an
bard.
Assassin's Creed outfit or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just build your bluff so high that they're like scared of you, like the second they see you.
Hey, if you look the part and act the part and act like you belong, people will believe you belong.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I want to play it. I want to play an assassin one of these times. I play too many like just straight up good characters. One of
I
these days, I
usually
want to play one of
prefer.
those.
Yeah, I enjoy playing good characters too much.
Yeah,
So
no,
like,
it's not that like I want to play it, like overall they'll be like a good player, but I want to play like one of those players that's like strictly like a chaotic good character. So
yeah,
he'll do the bad
I want to
shit, but
play. I want to play an edgelord one of these
yeah,
days.
Crimson
I just
Throne,
have
play your
That's
I
edgelord.
feel
there we
like
go. I
I
was
feel
actually
like
thinking. Oh,
I
go ahead.
play into my personality too much. Like my actual personality is like,
Yeah.
oh, let's go do the right thing and like sacrifice myself if I have to, or you know what I mean, type of thing.
Hmm. Well, and speaking of Crimson Throne, I was thinking that might be the time to pull out the emo paladin that I
Yeah.
mentioned before. I'm like, oh yeah, that actually would be the campaign to play it.
It probably would. I mean, it would definitely help the rest of the party kind of stay together. Maybe. Or the paladin will just.
No, because
He's
it'd be the emo.
emo.
It's the
Yeah,
emo
he ain't gonna
paladin.
kick anybody out. He's just gonna, yeah, deal with it.
I don't get any of the auras. It just gets selfishly like I'm
He's
immune to
just
fear,
gonna
but no one else
grumble
is.
about everything, yeah.
I gotta face the evil alone. It's it's my burden alone. I can't give it. I can't let you take it on.
And that's fine, because you
You're,
guys are in a city, so if you want to go do something by yourself, that's fine. Your party's under a roof, probably.
you're gonna play a paladin that acts like Batman.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I haven't decided for sure what I'm playing in that game, but that's an idea. I was leaning towards like a different concept before, but all right. So you guys travel
Woohoo.
another day. This time you don't really run into anything interesting. As you gets close to the evening, though, you guys do get to Azir. Um, so basically, you guys get to the river, like the Joden River here, as it kind of narrows more into being more recognizably a river rather than being a bay. Um,
Hmm.
and you have to cross a bridge to get into it. So the bridge looks like it's kind of it's got like a checkpoint in there. You definitely see there's like the Pure Legion set up outside of it.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it seems like kind of leads up there. So the city looks like itself. The bridge has it's a pretty like it's a very tall bridge. It looks like very kind of looks like maybe would be considered like a marvel of engineering, and the city itself does as well. There's actually the uh the city looks like it looks like there's construction still being done on the city itself. Like it looks like there's like scaffolding set up in some places. You can kind of see looking across the river. But yeah, they have like towers and stuff in there. And it's not quite like a modern day skyscraper, but still do you see what kind of looks like it's the some of the buildings have like drastic angles and very unusual appearances to them, um, and have like complex like some of them have complex like paintings on them and like gargoyles carved into the side. Like it looks like um, yeah, it looks like there's some like very like interesting maybe like architects competing with each other almost, but and it looks like it's a pretty wealthy city too, just from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the checkpoint going across the bridge is it actually seems like it's lighter than it did when you came in through the port, which might make some sense because if you're walking all the way here, like there's less likely of an outsider coming in. Anyway, most people passing through here have already passed through other checkpoints in theory, right? Or like are natives, but um, yeah. But you guys are able to get through the checkpoint without anything. They don't even no one even kind of catches. Unlike at the harbor, nobody catches Laszlo's like holy symbols that he took with him for that he was like, I need these for occult rituals.
Hmm.
But yeah, they let you guys through actually, and so you guys are in the city of Azir now.
Okay.
All right.
Um, so kind of the first thing Gonquil and Lazo want to do when they get here is you got to find a place to stay. So
Yeah.
they pick a place that's pretty close to the bridge you guys just went through. Um, they don't take the first ones right there because they say like, oh, those are definitely going to be terribly overpriced. So you need to go a little bit further in, I think. Um, and this is actually unlike the city you were just in, this place is actually a metropolis. Like there's um, thousands and thousands of people here.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's the capital city.
hmm But yeah, they do eventually find um, they do actually find a place called. Let's pull up the random tavern generator. Actually,
Second highest tower. Part 2.
all right, it's called the Hydra on Hydra's Rise.
Oh,
Mm.
great. That's 3 hits.
The streets outside is filled with the scent of incense and exotic spices because it's close to the market.
Hmm.
The inn is it's a pretty nice place actually. It has it's a large stone walled building with vaulted ceilings.
Cut the tower down, it grows 3 heads in its place. 3 towers in its place.
3 heads in it.
3 towers. You cut off,
Yeah.
you break down this building and it just grows 3 more towers.
Yeah.
That's kind of. Oh my gosh. Have you ever read Rose Red?
Nope.
Oh. It's about a house that just continuously like grows
Morphs.
itself. Yeah, and changes.
That's cool.
Yeah. Based in Washington, actually. Seattle,
I will say
Washington.
one thing about this randomly generated tavern is that I'm not going to use what the randomly generated innkeeper is, which is a retired priest. She'd have to be a very retired priest to be an innkeeper at Azir.
You just make them a
Could be an
what's that
ex-priest, I
called?
guess.
Yeah.
I used to be a cleric, and then I became disillusioned and came here because fuck those gods. Maybe we'll just go with that. She's very retired.
hmm
But
Or what's that called? Lost favor with their god.
yeah, I mean maybe that's what caused her to be decide just to swear off gods in general. Just go, I'm gonna go somewhere where we don't worship any gods. It's illegal.
Yep.
It sounds like my kind of place. So yeah, anyway, I think you guys had like I can't remember what you guys were doing for like rooming arrangements before, but
I was sharing my room with Tactic and Billy.
Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
I think Shazra and Laszlo were sharing a room, and then I don't know,
Yep.
Yeah, that works.
and then maybe Efoot, Vantir, and Conk will have a room or something, or maybe they have 2 rooms between
Sure.
the 3 of them. I don't know, but you guys basically get like a set of rooms that are.
I mean, I
that are
could
really
sleep
close
outside in the
together.
bush. It doesn't really make a difference to me, honestly. They're all comfortable.
Yeah, but this is a metropolis, so there aren't really a
Oh,
whole
no
lot.
bushes. Yeah.
There aren't really a whole lot of bushes that you can sleep in without getting in
Just
trouble.
bricks and barrels and horse
I mean,
poo.
there might be like a urban park set up somewhere with like, but if you go and try to sleep in that, they'll be
Like
like,
a homeless park with a bunch of
yeah,
tents.
well, no, because if you try to set up a tent in there, then somebody calls the Pure Legion and says,
Oh
"Can you do
no.
something about these?"
The
you
Pure
can't fish
Legion
in there
actually
either.
does something about it? Oh god.
They're like, "We aren't going to do anything about it. We got other more important things." And they say, "But I saw one of them say, giving a sermon to Sarenrae," and like, "Oh, we'll be there then."
No.
Oh, it's on.
Was there any religious symbols? Alright. Well, now I'm worried. He's asking where we're sleeping.
But don't worry about it. Just a harmless
Yeah.
question.
Sure. Sure.
Totally not writing in my notes for reasons. All right. So yeah, it's by the time you guys got here, it was like already late evening. Because you guys were traveling pretty much most of the day. So, Lazo and Gonk will say like we'll figure out what we're doing, what our first move is going to be. In the morning.
All right.
I don't think anybody should need to hit their night's rest button since you should all pretty much be full health. And
I do
spells back
because
anyway. Oh yeah, you
nobody
took like
really
10
forgot
damage.
healed me. Yeah.
You forgot to do it the night before.
No, she did, but she just
I
didn't get
just-
healed. So, but it's all good because you're.
Well, I still got
you're
2 more
there.
HP to go, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're
I
hit
got
the
some
button.
cuts still, but yeah.
I'm sure Billy would have cast a spell on you to heal you. Cure spells.
He has cure.
He's acting surprisingly
Yeah.
He's acting surprisingly rabbit-like,
Mhm.
and all he wants to do is act
Wait,
scared of everything and
did we
not.
accidentally grab a rabbit instead?
Oh shit.
You
Is this
you
the
worry
wrong
that
Billy?
maybe you
Billy!
worry that maybe you
Billy!
did.
Shake him, find out. Scream at him and shake him. But not too hard.
I
You
can
might
just,
get
I can just
whiplash.
imagine. Is that the rabbit that we ate the other night?
Oh no!
Oh no, we actually ate Billy.
All of a sudden there's
Oh,
like this white
Billy.
rabbit with us and nobody noticed. It's just...
We just eat Billy, and
It's
there's like
a
constant
rabbit,
voice.
right?
There's a constant voice in our head. He just becomes part. His psyche becomes part of ours. We.
One of you guys could take multi-class into spiritualist,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Oh
my god,
no.
yes.
and Billy is your
Your
phantom.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no.
Uh, man, I kind of wish my spiritualist got to do that story beat that I really was excited about that never came up.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, well.
All right.
All right, next morning. What do you guys want to do?
Mm.
And honestly, we're probably probably I'll be like, what do you guys want to do? And so I can prepare for next session,
Oh.
Yeah.
which I know is unfortunate
Well, we
because there's
gotta
a couple hours
start
in, but
figuring out where Cacklin is, or what, or maybe people associated with Cacklin.
sure. We could do a little bit of that now. Um, so is that like maybe gather information, or is there something you guys want to try to do to like try to stay under the radar?
Mm.
I mean, I guess you could do a little bit of both. You could
That's
try to
hard for me.
discreetly gather the information. I know my Amon had that vigilante ability that let him do that without letting on. Like he had a thing that specifically helped him with being discreet about gathering information.
hmm Yeah, no such things here, I think.
Okay. Well, Gone Cool and Laszlo and all of you guys, get together and basically they're having a meeting. Like, what do we know already? So Laszlo says,
Guys
"Well,
is an elf.
we know he's an elf. Yep. We know that he is wealthy, although the fact that he's a dragon, probably that's a given. But also, he's using his wealth to, like, put to help support Finnis in that election and probably others.
He's a wealthy elfie.
A wealthy elf, yes.
Mm.
In fact, that's
Wealth.
that's a thing that we could perhaps look into.
Wealthy elfie.
We know that he was supporting Finnis in his election bid, and we also know that elections are happening in other, perhaps I don't know for sure if it's the same system in Azir because it depends on each city state and nomadic tribes how they choose their representative. But perhaps he's supporting doing something similar with in the city of Azir for however they select their representative.
Suppose. Guess we gotta figure out who the politicians are.
Yep, that's a potential lead.
Shouldn't be too hard to do.
I think Malice is just gonna walk around the town, try to get the layout down in his head,
Okay.
and then I guess like just kind of listen. And he's not gonna like stop and listen, but kind of as he's walking around, if he hears anything in particular, maybe he will.
Okay. What about everybody else?
I'm gonna try and gather information about who the local politicians are.
Okay.
Gathering info, just
Oh,
walking the streets.
Yeah. Like I said, I think we'll probably be wrapping up here soon, but I just want to know
Mhm.
where you guys are planning to go with. That'll help me prep for next session. Like I said, I apologize. It's another shorter session, but I have all of the next for that week. I have that whole week off, so I should have lots of time to get some good prep done,
Yep.
even despite the holidays.
Yeah. It's actually been pretty chill this holiday season. There's a couple days that
I
are
mean, we're not gonna
brutal,
have
but
an impromptu holiday special where an elf that is not Cacklin that shows up and asks us to save Santa Claus.
No, every time somebody's done like holiday one shot, I've just been gone.
Maybe there'll be like an elf that shows up, but it's like the opposite, where he shows up and he says, "You need to do something to this tyrant that's forcing us to work in his workshop."
Oh my god, yes.
That would be funny if like an elf showed up, like as one of the stereotypical like Santa's helpers elves, and they're like, "You look more like a gnome," and they're like, "No, I'm an elf.
Mm-hmm.
But you're so short. I'm an elf!
You're short. You have green hair. Yeah, and
Yeah. I'm like, it's like at the end of the session, I show you the stat block. It's like, wait a minute, this guy is a gnome. Like, oh, whoops. Yeah.
yeah,
But
A
don't tell him
gnome raised by elves.
that.
all of Santa's elves are all the gnomes are brainwashed to think they're elves.
Wait. What if he is an elf, but he's just a dwarf?
A dwarven elf, like a short.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
like
oh, yeah,
our
yeah,
version of
I get
dwarf, but
He's
just
a
like, yeah,
dwarf elf.
yeah.
yeah. Boy, this is getting really confusing.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening, but could be.
you never know.
Hey, all the other slaves
You
are regular height. I'm just short.
you just gotta make it a random encounter chance now, Pluto.
There we
Well,
go.
not 100. Make it a random encounter.
Yeah. I should do the
On a nat 100, we fight the tyrant Santa. What?
yeah. I mean, we've played in campaigns where stranger things have happened on Nat
So-
100 random encounter
So
tables.
wait,
Yeah.
we're making jokes about this, and Zerdurium's really missing out because this is really his bread and butter.
Yeah.
The rolling the percentage die, yeah.
Oh,
It's fine. He'll be back in time, presumably.
I still remember one of the funniest funniest random encounters was Legacy of Fire. And the Rock just came out and picked up a camel. Middle
yeah,
of the
back
night.
with
This
you guys
giant.
in
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
My favorite random encounter has to be the one from Rise of the Rune Lords, where it was it was this whole thing. So you had me rolling like perception on watch and everything, and like you hear something, and there was just some horses, like just ordinary horses.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. I don't wake anyone up.
Yeah. It was so it was my character that was on watch. I rolled and it was like I rolled a bad roll. And he was like, "Yeah, you hear this beating. And it's over like kind of in the region where the camel is that you guys are using for like a pack meal."
Mhm,
So I walk over, and then all of a sudden, this giant rock, like the bird
mhm.
rock, comes, swoops down, and picks up the camel. And he was like, "What do you do?" I was like, "I turned back around, walk away."
Nope, done.
I let it.
We're like level like 3
Yeah.
characters. This fucking thing just comes out of the sky, picks up a camel. I was like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, we didn't need that food anyway.
Yep.
It's such
That
an
damn
underrated
campaign.
response to things.
What?
Yes.
Do nothing?
You just walking away and be like, yeah, never mind.
Nope.
That's what we did before. We opened up the door. The lady was there, and we're like, "Sorry, wrong room."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Nizzo did in Rise of the Rune
We
Lords.
bypassed an entire encounter.
Uh,
Another funny encounter from Legacy is the Pugwampis. Fucking hate those things.
the
I don't
first
Level
think
one,
one.
anybody likes them.
The first
Level 1
encounter
encounters.
in
Level
Shattered
1,
Star the very first encounter in Shattered Star is Pugwampies as well.
yeah, that's so brutal for level 1 characters because the unluck chance.
The thing
Roll and
that's
take the lower result.
the one thing that's good in that one at least is they're summoned from like a summon
Mhm.
monster spell basically, so they're only there for like I think
A
it's like
certain amount of time.
5 or 6 rounds or something like that.
Yeah.
And then after that they get unsummoned, but
Let's
it's
just put
like
it this way, my character almost died from a cactus. Because I fell into a cactus patch, but there's Pugwampies at the bottom of it.
Mhm.
So every time I'd climb to get out, I'd
You just
fall back
fall back
into it.
into them. Oh no.
The beginning of Legacy of Fire, yeah, is kind of like mean to the PCs.
It's
It
so brutal.
it probably isn't as mean to
Kinda.
the PCs as the pirate campaign. That is the meanest
Where
one.
they get like what captured
You
and
get press ganged
Yeah.
into a pirate ship onto a pirate ship, and like they give you like it's like really funny. Like they give you all these like punishments, and they force you to drink this rum that's basically just poison, and you have to like I don't know. It's so funny because if you follow it as it's written, it's like half the PCs are probably gonna die drinking the poison rum, which is ridiculous because, like, why would they do that? Why would they just kill
Yeah.
half their crew? But
That was the other. Good.
yeah,
Sorry.
it's kind of like implied, I think, that most of the people and I think it's expected in the game that you're supposed to find a way to like not do your rum ration
Mm.
because like it's going to kill you if you keep drinking it. But
The
yeah,
other one
poorly
that's
designed.
just as bad was Giant Slayer. Like the first big battle is
Mind
just all
Flayers.
these orcs fucking
Yeah.
carrying great axes. Like just
Yeah.
one shot your characters as they hit.
Well, and what's especially brutal about that one is it's like one giant battle where you fight like 50 orcs in like one
Yeah,
day. So it's like,
yeah,
all right, we killed 12 orcs, all of our spells are out, like we're
yeah,
all at half health and we have no potions. Like, yeah, but
yeah,
you still got to kill like 30 more.
yeah. They can one
And you
shot
can't
you
you
as they
can't
hit you.
rest because it's the middle of a
Yeah,
battle. So,
I'm
yep.
yeah.
excited. I'm about to start running a small group, I think on Tuesday, and it's
Are
gonna
we?
Nice.
be they want 5e.
Uh-huh.
So okay, and I found Sunless Citadel in 5e.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So I'm gonna run Sunless Citadel again for the first time in years.
Yeah, but 5e this time. But
Yeah,
that
not too bad.
it's a low level adventure, so it
Yeah,
probably
it's one to
translates pretty easily and
levels
feels
1 to
very similar.
3. Yeah,
Yeah,
Nice.
because yeah, low level games tend to cross systems the easiest.
yeah,
yeah.
Are we finished?
I think so.
Yep, I think we're wrapping up here. So, um,
Okay.
it should be a little bit longer session next time because I'll have better prep because I have that whole week off. But
And hopefully I will remember.
yeah, I
I
think
legitimately I thought it was Wednesday.
I have it set up
Dude, that's
to post it on the calendar again. Well, that's the thing too. I was like, he accepted the calendar. Discord sent him a notification, but it sends the notification only like 10 minutes before.
I
So,
haven't been getting
You
notifications from a
can
lot of apps lately.
tell
huh?
it.
Discord's pretty
I
hit or
think.
miss if it sends me a notification.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that on my phone. Yeah. I I mostly just will notice it because I'll just open Discord on my PC. But
Um.
I need to set
mm,
it up so it
Well,
sends reminders
yeah,
about it like
I got
early in
off
the day.
work and immediately started dashing because I'm basically
It'd
dead
be
broke.
better if
So
it just
Yeah.
added everyone who was involved versus me having to subscribe to it every week.
I think I can set it up to do that actually.
and then you
Um,
can just change if you can't make it or something like that.
Yeah.
I have
I'm
an
not
alarm on my
sure.
phone because I'm usually asleep.
I should look into if I can do that. Well, I
Which I
think
might go
I
back
at
to
the very
sleep
least
tonight.
what I could do is I could
I'll go
put
sing karaoke.
I think I could put a like at mention in the description and put people's names in there maybe.
Sounds
mm.
good.
And maybe that would do it. But
All right.
um
Well, you guys
If
have fun.
not, yeah.
I don't know if that'd be preferable or not. That might be more annoying to some people. Like, you know,
Yeah, I don't really want that.
some people don't
Yeah.
want the notifications. So I know, like,
Just configure your notifications on your phone. Make sure that your phone is set to always, not only when the app is open. If it's set to only when the app is open, then open up the app and
yeah, I had to
there
set
you
it so
go.
that I only get notifications if somebody mentions me directly. But even then, it's kind of annoying sometimes because there'll be like a server where somebody says at everyone, and I'm like, I don't
Well, I
appreciate
mute
Yeah.
like
this.
everybody's servers except for mine and
Yeah,
Frost's and this one. Yeah, so
yeah,
like three
I
servers
try
are
to
only
start doing
ones.
that too. I set it so that I think this server gives me notifications if I mentioned. I think this one actually gives me notifications. It will give me notifications. I think even if anything's posted because
Yeah, it's
it's low.
pretty configurable.
It's not too spammy. This server isn't. And so yeah, most time I'm interested in what people are posting for it. But for
Yeah.
most servers I set it to only do it if I get mentioned for like especially bigger servers because it's like
Yeah.
that have like 1,000 people
You
and I
can
don't
do
know anyone
channel
there.
specific as well. Like if you just
I
Yes,
want
yeah,
play
or like yeah, if you just want like the calendar to be the only thing that pops up
that notifies you.
notifications.
Yeah,
notifies
Yeah.
I play Arc on a cluster, and there's this person on there that I had to turn off their like the notification from that person because they'd always notify me.
they're like
I'm just
posting
like
memes or something or
Yeah.
like
some
YouTube videos.
stupid
Check this
like
out.
keep asking me questions or because
Oh,
I've played on the server for a little bit and I was helping them out like and get them started. And now it's just like the constant questions. And I'm like, come on. Like I helped you out like 4 weeks ago. Leave me alone now. You should be good.
All right, I'm gonna head out and get a nap before work.
okay.
All right. Yep. Take care, everybody.
Yep.
Take care.
Thanks.
Good night.
Yep. Good night.
Merry Christmas.